Welcome to the overview video for the Resume Writer application. We will have a series of videos covering each of the major features in more detail to explain how everything works and what's intended by each of those. This video is intended to get you started, up and running quickly, or just as a refresher. The application will first open into the application overview page. This is a listing of all of your active applications. As you move through an application, you can change its status from considering it to applied or didn't apply, or got an interview, got rejected, whatever that is, and you can update that status in the application edit, in the job description edit page as well. This helps you manage where you are in each of those. It does save each of those transitions, so if you want to know how long ago you applied for something, it is saved in the tool. You can go back and refer to it. On the job description, you can see the job description you've entered and all of the data surrounding that. If you need to change or save something, you've got an update button that's going to save it. The communication section allows you to create a list of people that you have interacted with and save the communications with those people so that you can go back and refer to it. You can have the AI summarize it, or you can use this as background information for interview prep and thank you notes. The personal information section is where you go through and enter all of the information that the LLM needs in order to write your resumes and your cover letters and everything else. So that's your contact information, personal details, employment history, education history, certifications, and employer summary section that we'll talk about in more detail in the other video as well. Once you have that job description in there, you can click on the resume. I've already built this resume, so it's ready to go. I can copy it out to the clipboard, paste it into Word or Pages or whatever it is I want to use, and make any tweaks that I need to make, and then send it off. You always want to read the resume and the output, cover letters, whatever it is. You always want to read those before sending it off. The LLM is pretty good about not hallucinating and coming up with a resume that very well matches the job description, but it can still hallucinate. You can still get some things wrong, especially if there are gaps between your experience and the requirements from the job description. The larger that gap is, the more likely it is that the AI is going to come up with some creative ways to say that you've done something you haven't done. So please be sure to read this. Make sure if you want to clean up any formatting before you send it off that you do that as well. On the cover letter, you have the cover letter that's written. When I had this one written, I unchecked this include contact information, so it comes back and it doesn't know my name. I need to put that in before I send that off. I also need to read through if there's anything else that I want to change. If I want to have my contact information automatically added so that I don't have to edit quite as much, I can click that. This does send my contact and personal information into the cloud, runs it through the AI so that the AI can write that into the letter. Nothing is saved that goes to the cloud, but it's an extra safeguard if you're really concerned about having that go through. The interview prep section, you'll need to go find background information on the person that you're interviewing with, and then the AI will read the job description, your background, their background, and come up with some pointers for the interview as well as questions that you may want to ask or that you may want to prepare for. After you've had the interview, you can make some notes on what that interview contained, and it will come back and write a thank you note that you can use to send that back to the individual. And that is the quick overview. Everything navigates through on the left-hand side or on the overview page, and once you make a selection, that selection is sticky. So if you are looking at the defense contractor position, then it remembers that. When I click through, if I change that from my defense contractor to my energy job, then it will also remember that I have changed that and it will leave that for me. Then I can go through and I can make whatever changes I need to. Thanks for watching.